We start this noon with developing news. A Michigan jury reached a verdict in the trial of a school shooter's mother. They found her guilty of involuntary manslaughter for the fourth student's death. Prosecutors say Jennifer Crumbley was grossly negligent when she failed to tell Oxford High School the family had guns, including a 9mm handgun that her son Ethan used at a shooting range on the weekend before the November 30th, 2021 attack. Crumbley was not accused of knowing her son's plan to terrorize the school, but prosecutors say she and her husband failed to properly store the gun and ignored the teen's mental health. Jennifer Crumbley has denied responsibility. Today, a federal appeals court ruled Donald Trump is not immune from prosecution for alleged crimes he committed to reverse the 2020 election results. Now, this is a major blow to the former president's key defense in the federal election subversion case. Trump has pleaded not guilty to 4 counts, including conspiring to defraud the United States and to obstruct an official proceeding. He argues he had presidential immunity and his conduct to overturn the election fell within his official duties. The ruling can be appealed directly to the Supreme Court. Trump's team can also ask for the full D.C. Circuit to hear the case again. Jury selection started in the trial of a former Greenwood Village police officer. Adam Holen is accused of shooting and killing a teenager. He faces second-degree murder charges. Investigators say Holen shot and killed Peyton Blitzstein the day before Thanksgiving in 2021 outside a home in southeast Aurora. The case against Holen centers around a doorbell camera capturing what happened. Police say this all started with an argument over careless driving. Holen followed the teen's car and confronted him about his driving. Court documents show Holen took out a gun, then Blitzstein shot at him. Holen fired back, killing the teen. The trial date had been delayed at least twice. It didn't happen earlier because Holen waived his right to a speedy trial. Investigators believe Holen was the primary aggressor because he initiated contact with Blitzstein and his friends and chose not to drive away when things escalated. Court documents also show Holen was drunk at the time. We will follow this trial this week and bring you updates as they come into our newsroom. And right now we want to take a live look out over Greeley. Another warmer day today with clouds hanging around a little bit more than they did yesterday. We're hoping for some sun this afternoon. Chris Bianchi is going to let us know if we can expect that or not. How you doing, Chris?
Good. How are you doing, Erica?
Good. I was outside on my break and it seemed to be warming up a little bit. This morning it was actually chillier than I expected it to be.
Yeah, because yesterday we had that sunshine, we had those light winds. Today we got a lot of that mid to high level cloud cover overhead, but if you're hoping for some of that sun this afternoon, sorry, Erica, I don't think we're gonna get a whole lot of it. I know. But on the positive side, hey, we're about 10 degrees above average for today. Highs near 55 degrees for us here in Denver. And the big story for today, at least over the next couple of days, the mountains gonna get socked with snow, especially our southwestern mountains. Good news for the part of the state that needs the snow the most. That said, here in town, that kind of pesky cloud cover means those temperatures have kind of struggled to really get going. Don't worry, we'll get those temperatures into the 50s today, but right now we're only in the mid 40s around most of the metro area. Low 50s for us here on the south side of town. We got a bit more sunshine overhead right now. For today, for us here in Denver, we'll get up into the mid 50s for us. Mostly cloudy skies, maybe a peak or two of sunshine this afternoon. Hoping for some of that, but wouldn't keep those hopes up all that much if you're hoping for some of that sunshine for this afternoon here in the Eastern Plains. Now, Southeast Colorado already into the low 60s for us here in Springfield. This is where we've not only got a bit more sunshine, but we've also got less snow cover on the ground in the southeastern part of the state. So that's why we'll get a fair bit warmer in that part of Colorado. That said, the mountains, boy, fair bit of snow on the way. Look at that for us here in the San Juans. 1 to 3 feet of snow between today and Thursday evening, a long-lived snow event. And this is directly tied to that atmospheric river that we've been talking about for the last couple of days in California. Starting to see the first bit of snow reach us here into the San Juans, the southwestern mountains, and that snow will only pick up as we head through the day today. And that snow could be heavy at times for the San Juans. And that's where, again, we could be talking about feet of snow before the week is over and done with. And some of that snow will eventually reach us here in the Denver area. I'm going to have details on what you can expect for us here in the Denver area later on this week and this weekend. Again, a couple inches of snow looking likely for the weekend. I'll have details on that coming up in my full forecast.
Chris, thank you. It's been more than 3 years since this video of Aurora police officers holding a woman and young girls at gunpoint got national attention. Now the city has settled the case for almost $2 million. It happened during the summer of 2020 when Aurora police faced months of social justice protests over the deaths of George Floyd and Elijah McClain. Officers stopped the family because they thought they were in a stolen car.
There's kids. They had guns on kids.
Turns out that car was not stolen. Police got mixed up looking for a stolen motorcycle. The officers involved in the stop kept their jobs, partly because prosecutors found they were following their training. Prosecutors asked APD to review policies so it would not happen again. The city will pay $1.9 million to settle the family's lawsuit. Court documents show police used security camera footage and cell phone data to find the guy who filmed himself traveling more than 150 miles per hour on I-25. The video went up on an anonymous YouTube account in September 2022, and it went viral. Colorado State Patrol identified the motorcyclist as Brendan Dietzman of Texas. There is a warrant out for him in Colorado for menacing and reckless endangerment. Even though the warrant is active, it's unlikely Dietzman will be prosecuted. Colorado State Patrol says in order for him to be arrested, he would have to come back to Colorado and encounter police or turn himself in. 9 News obtained court documents that describe how a convenience store security video captured him entering the store just before recording the viral video. Investigators compared that security footage to a prior traffic stop in Texas in 2022. Investigators also got a search warrant for cell phone data showing Dietzman's phone was active on the cell phone towers from Colorado Springs to Denver on the day that video was recorded. Right now, Boulder police are looking for a driver who ran a red light, crashed into a car, and then took off. This all happened just after 12:30 in the morning Saturday at Arapahoe and 28th Street. Police say that car on the left side of the screen sat at an intersection through 7 lights with several cars going around it. Then suddenly the driver ran a red light, narrowly missing another car before swerving into oncoming traffic and crashing into an SUV. Police say no one was hurt. They're hoping someone saw where this driver went next and can help investigators. Denver is continuing to force more migrants to leave shelters this week. These families are the first of about 800 that will be kicked out of shelters in the coming weeks. The city says some of the families have been in shelters for a few months, and there's just not enough room for new people arriving. Shelters are staggering when they're asking people to leave throughout the week. One of the big challenges migrants say they're facing is being able to find work because of how long it takes to get a work permit and go through the legal asylum process. For the past few months, the Stanley Marketplace in Aurora has hosted a migrant market every Tuesday to help them work and make some money while they wait on the legal asylum process. Volunteers help set up, coordinate childcare, and help with the language barrier. It's been so popular, the market has needed to expand to a back room. Today's market will run until 7 o'clock tonight.